a video about feelings is probably the best way that I can put it.
Patrick, I don't like that. Seriously, it's not.
This is exhilarating. This is honestly exhilarating.
The question has to be asked, right? Like, is that a justified step up for someone who wants a performance trim?
This is not your ordinary car review. There are already so many reviews on the internet that exist of this Honda Civic FL5 Type R. Today, I'm experiencing the car for the very first time. We're in the beautiful, picturesque Adelaide Hills, a place that I called home for the majority of my life. And this is the perfect car, I think, for the job, to go out and explore, to show you why these roads are so good, and to experience what this car has to offer. Will it remind me of my old Evo? We'll find out. Let's get stuck in. My name's Pat. This is 2PJZ. Let's go. I have never driven an FL5 Civic Type R before, but I really wanted to because I love the Type R platform. I love how they drive. I love every single thing that Honda represents. I'm here today at the Adelaide Hills, my favorite place in the world to drive. We have an awesome car for it. It's a sunny day. I've just pulled away from the dealership and these are my first impressions of the car. Let's do it. Oh my God. Yes! The way you can just tip it straight into a corner, and it's just got that classic Honda feel of just wanting to be revved out. You put your foot down through a corner, front wheel drive obviously, so it just carries itself so nicely. Oh, and it's really quick. It's a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. Honestly, it really is. Wow, this is like, honestly, for the money. No one's paying me to say this, by the way. Everything that I do in this video is totally my own thoughts. Like, I have been given this car by the awesome team at Formula Honda at Glen Osmond, but this is all my honest thoughts and feelings. This car so far, I've driven it for about 10-15 minutes now. I totally get the hype. I can see why so many people are going out and buying these. Like, it is just straight away, straight out the box from R mode. I haven't even customized any individual options yet, and it just feels so much fun to drive. You just like can put it in comfort mode. It feels really easy to drive, and then as soon as you switch it to R mode, it's just like a different beast. And it's obviously not the fastest car in the world, but I'm sure like what I'm about to experience today for this sort of driving, this just would make it an absolute weapon. If you're new to the channel, before we get started on this, please make sure you subscribe. You subscribing is going to help me bring better, more interesting and entertaining car content to the channel, and it would honestly just like make my day, because opportunities like this are only going to come and they're only going to get bigger, and we're only going to get better cars with the more subscribers that the channel gets. So if you enjoy my stuff, really try and do something different with my car content, think about hitting that subscribe button. So before we get driving, let's start with a little walk around of the FL5 Civic Type R. This car was given to me for the day by the legends down at Formula Honda Glen Osmond. Walking around the car, you've got this beautiful spoiler. A lot of people put the wing risers on this spoiler. I probably would if I had the same car. Obviously the red Honda badge, meaning that it's a Type R. You've got a Type R badge down there as well. They come factory with 19-inch wheels. You've got Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, which are the perfect tires for a day like this. Inside the car, you've got these beautiful, really nicely padded red seats, and you've got an Alcantara steering wheel. You've got a fully digital dash. You've got this cool little startup sequence here with the Type R logo. And then looking at all the menus in the car, you've got so many different menus that you can play with. I'm sure you've already probably seen this. If you're watching this, you've probably watched several other reviews on this car. So you've got coolant temp, oil pressure, you've got your turbo pressure, and you've actually got multiple screens that when you're actually in data logging mode on the track, that can actually show you data you're logging, and then you can export that onto your phone, onto your computer. You can keep all your lap times on the car. I haven't even played with all of this yet, but this is just wild. You've got a cool wireless charging port down here, and you've got a couple cup holders. Got this to keep me going throughout the day. Obviously you've got a 6-speed manual. It's the only transmission that these cars came in. This gearbox is so nice and tight, and this really cool digital dash here that when you put it into R mode, changes to this really awesome screen. Sort of similar to, reminds me a little bit of the S2000 dash, how it's digital, and you've got this rev counter here at the top. The interior, honestly, is just a really nice place to be. I've spent about 45 minutes in the car so far today, and I've just found it super comfortable. Really, really nice place to be in. You've obviously got like all Type R's. There's Spark with the build number on it, which is really nice. And it's just like not too basic, but also not too advanced. That's my first feeling about it. So as I mentioned before, today's video isn't necessarily a review, but this is just a video about feelings is probably the best way that I can put it. But there's no point in me just talking sitting here in the car. We may as well go out for a drive, see what this car has to offer. Man, just hooks. Oh, wow. It just wants to be thrown into a corner. This is so good. I think for the money, what you pay for one of these brand new, like its comparison is the GR Corolla, maybe the GR Yaris. I haven't driven the GR Corolla, but I think from what you get for this, it's just proper Honda. Even though it's turbo, I do love the NA Hondas. I drove a DC2 Type R this weekend, but this car, just this real visceral sense of driving pleasure. This is just about enjoying some of the best driving roads in the country in a car that's super capable for it, and that just was made for stuff like this. It reminds me of my Evo. Honestly, that's one of my first thoughts driving it on these roads where I used to drive my Evo TME. It reminds me a lot of that, just the essence of the car, just wanting to be driven, really just loving it, high revving, lightweight, really balanced chassis. It's the closest thing that I can feel in a modern car that you can get to the old Evo that I used to have, my Tommy Mackin. It's just like, you don't even have to go fast to have fun. It's like, go the speed limit in the straights and it just can keep up the speed limit in the corners. You don't even need to slow down that much. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh, those bumps are bad. Oh, the seats hold you in so well. Oh man. Just like the harder you push it into the corner and just hold it there, the more it just digs in with that front wheel drive powertrain, all the way in the front, squeezing all the power, squeezing all the grip down into that corner. This is exhilarating. This is honestly exhilarating. I have not had so much fun in a car for a very, very, very long time, and like, I miss this so much. One thing you don't get living in Melbourne where I live now, it took me 15 minutes to get here from suburbia, maybe like half an hour from the dealership, which is at the bottom of the freeway. Came straight up here. I knew exactly where I wanted to go, exactly what I wanted to do, exactly where this car needs to be, and I am just loving it. It literally is giving me goosebumps. Like, I'm not just saying that to put it on for the camera, but this car, I've missed my Evo so much. I've missed all the cars I've had that I used to drive up here, but particularly my Evo. That is the best car that I've ever driven. Maybe the best car I might ever drive in my life. I hope it's not. I hope I get the chance to drive some more cool stuff. This, honestly, is one of the closest experiences that I have had to that. Like a 2-litre, 4-cylinder, really quick spooling turbo. Obviously this isn't all-wheel drive, this is front-wheel drive, but it gives you that awe-inspiring confidence to throw it into a corner. Let the car do the work. Just come home because I had to do some quick rate reduction, if you know what I mean. And then I've grabbed Mum to take her out for a little spin in the car. What do you think of it so far? Let me open it up for you.
Love the colour, it's got red seats. Very.
Yeah, open it up and have a look.
Wow, I like it. Very nice. Simple, it's not all cluttered like a lot of new cars are. Seats are super comfy, aren't they? I'd like to have this for an armchair. You feel quite cocooned. Oh, it's got a red seat belt. That is fantastic. I love that.
We'll take Mum out for a little drive.
It's like being hugged. As I said to you, the seats are something else, and the styling is just gorgeous. I love it. It ticks all my boxes. I feel very, very safe and secure. Like for someone who, like me, who wouldn't be taking it to the track, it's still a good car, do you need all that extra stuff?
Oh no,
Or-
like there are so many people who own these who don't take them to the track, but it is like you are buying it because it's a performance
Right.
car. So, you know, if you want to get to the shops a couple minutes quicker, you could probably do that.
Yeah.
Like, the interior's like not too much. A lot of new cars just have too much going on.
Yeah, that as soon as I sat down, I thought, I love it. I love the clean. Like I said, I love the styling. I like clean styling. I think that's lovely. And a lot of new cars, it's like bang, 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 bang. There's too much. But this is classy. And they only come in.
Yeah, they come in manual.
Right. Patty, Patrick, I don't like that. Seriously, it's
Oh.
not for me.
Back up a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
I just have to show you it through some corners.
Okay, I get it. Ugh. I want to get my blood pressure up too high, darling.
No, I'm taking it very, very smooth.
No, just take it a little bit smoother. Like I said, it was the roller coaster at 6 that did it to me. It scarred me for life. Slowly around this U-turn, please. Don't worry about anyone coming the other way. Cyclist.
This is one of the Adelaide rally stages,
Oh,
which will be happening in a couple of weeks.
okay, well it's not close for the rally, just remember that. Okay, can we just enjoy the rest of it a bit more?
Are we not enjoying this?
Well, yeah, but
It is a car that's quite difficult to drive sensibly because it just wants you to like saying more.
oh,
See how well the corners though?
d-
Oh, okay, sorry, that was too tempting. Let's take it easy. That was 40 k's
I know,
around the
I know,
corner.
it's fine.
That could go 80 k's around that corner.
Don't.
Yeah, and it's not even like on paper that powerful of a car. Like it's only just
really?
over 300
Oh my
horsepower, and the turbo is very responsive. So you don't need that top end power. It's just lots of low end torque
Right.
that helps push you through like sort of point to point roads like this.
And interior wise, does it come in different, or is it all the same?
No, they're all the same.
Right.
So yeah, a lot of Type Rs have it's like a staple thing of having red seats.
Oh, okay.
It's just been like from the first ever Type R, like the DC2s and the Civic EK9 Type R.
I love the red seat belt.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Very sporty, isn't it?
Yeah. It would just be fun, like, to get into, you know. Got your red seat belt, you feel like Superman. Yeah.
What did you think?
Excellent. Loved it. It was a rush on a Monday morning. It
Thanks.
looks good, it feels good, so thanks for the drive.
That's right, thanks for coming along. Alrighty, now that we're all done with Mum, I'm going to go and grab my friend Aria, who you would have seen if you watched the last video, and we're going to go out and do some more filming in this, go back to the hills because I didn't get enough time in there before. I've not really planned much of this today, but I just hope you're enjoying something that's real and raw, and everything that's happening is unscripted, so happy to have this opportunity. This is super cool. You say hello to everybody.
Hello.
Yeah.
I've never sat in a modern Type R before. This is actually very luxurious.
It's nice, isn't it? The seats are
Yeah.
really good.
These seats, they hold you good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nice. I like the dash.
Yeah, you see, you can hear those like fake engine noises.
Yeah, it does pump it through.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing that I don't like. Is
Yeah.
just the fake noises. I think you can turn them off, but I'm not sure.
Oh. It sounds so good.
I know it's nice, isn't it?
Oh, it's very good. On rails. Oh.
I know, it's just like just pushing it through here. You sort of just give it as you come out the corner, feed it. I've done too much of this on Gran Turismo 7.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, I love it. Now, it is like the question has to be asked, right? It's like 30 grand more than that kind of entry point to a Civic. You know, you're not comparing apples with apples, I guess, because it's not the same car. But like, is that a justified step up for someone who wants a performance trim, or is this more of like a car that someone who wants a performance car will go for it?
Yeah, I don't think you buy this if you're a casual.
Yeah, no way.
But you can, and you can definitely like just buy this and just take it to the shops and like cruise around.
Yeah.
But I think you're buying this car because you want a performance car.
That's true.
And I think between this and the GR Corolla, and I haven't driven the GR Corolla,
Nope.
but just on paper, for this sort of driving, I just feel like this would be a better buy.
Everything European's just at much higher price point.
Well,
That's the
exactly
problem.
right, yeah.
Maybe like a JCW.
Yeah,
Even that's still going to be a good fair bit more than this.
yeah.
And I do not believe they would offer a whole lot more.
The same price you pay for this, you could get a used M2 Comp or RS3, but for a brand new car, there's not really much around this particular bracket.
I'm thoroughly impressed.
Like just the way they just like tip it in like this, and it goes, whoa.
Oh my god, it looks so well.
I know.
It doesn't want to lose grip. The suspension is so well tuned.
I know.
The suspension is like my number one statement about this car. It's just incredibly well done. It's so well poised on the road. It's just so well balanced. It goes where you want it. It doesn't feel too rigid, but it's stable. On rails, man.
Yeah.
The car is so good.
Oh, it's nuts. It reminds me a lot of like a modern version of my Evo. I was like, that was everything to me. Like this is like giving me the same vibe. Just in something way more modern that you can take to the shops after you do this.
Just well done. Just well done.
Yeah.
They've done a fantastic job on this. With the FKA, it was very aggressive jump and styling. It was very sharp. There were so many angles. I didn't hate it, but it was really an acquired taste.
Yeah, Decepticon looking at it.
Yeah.
God, I love this part of the world. I've missed it so much.
It's amazing, isn't it? We have some of the best roads to drive in the hill within an hour. It's amazing. It's an incredible level of convenience and satisfaction when you drive. Nominal turning, brilliant like little chicanes and sinking into the road and everything like that. It's great. I love these roads.
It's pretty cool. Like we've driven a lot of different cars up on these roads, but this is, as I said before, no one's paying me to say this, but this is very, very, very special.
That it is. John Cena loves them.
He does.
John Cena, as soon as he got his FL5 word coming out, he swapped his FK8 as soon as he could.
He did.
Yeah.
And if John Cena likes it, then I like it.
That's true. For Honda to be like the cornerstone, in my eyes at least, of affordable, subcompact, naturally aspirated, just economy cars. They did an incredible job with every Civic in history, pretty much. They've done incredible leaps and bounds to the B series with the K series. What an incredible car. And for them to come into the turbo era where everything needs to be turbo, incredible work.
The one thing we haven't done yet is have a good look around the Type R. So I've been driving for a little while now. I think it's time we have a little bit of a break, and we'll start with the engine. So in the FL5 Type R, you get the legendary evolution of the K20 motor. This is the K20C1. It punches out about 315 horsepower. It's a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged motor. You might know the K20A, which is the original that's in the EP3 Civic car, but this car weighs only 1,446 kilos. It's got awesome torque. And then walking around the car now as well, in the front end, you've got these really nice big air intakes that are all fully functional that send the cool air right down to cool the brakes. You've also got this really nice honeycomb grille at the front bumper. The whole car's been redesigned obviously over the FK8, which as we were talking about before is quite an aggressive looking car and quite an acquired taste. And then coming down the side of the car too, got more vents down here to push the air along the side of the car. This really cool little diffuser. I've honestly got no idea if this is functional or not, but it looks pretty cool. The very iconic spoiler that people have learned to love with these cars. And at the back, you've got a tri exhaust. So these 3 exhaust pipes and this really cool little diffuser as well. What do you reckon?
What a car, dude. I gave it nothing. I drove it like I would probably drive a daily car up around the hills and you just take it for a little square. My God, is it capable. You feel like you're not wrong, doing a little bit of on the throttle, kind of slingshots you out the corner. Like get a little bit of torque steer pulling you into like a full exit. It's just amazing.
Hell yeah. On this road as well, it's like the perfect environment for it up here on Gorge Road. So now I reckon it's time to go head back down out of the hills and then sadly give it back. I don't want to do it. I want to hold on to this thing forever, honestly. It's really impressed me. Well, all good things sadly must come to an end. Today, this is the end of my time with this awesome FL5 Type R Civic. I want to say a massive thank you again to the team at Formula Honda Glen Osmond for lending me the keys to this car for the day. I've had so much fun driving on my favorite roads in the world all day long with this car. Honestly, I hope you've been able to get a sense of just how awesome this car is. Today has been a really special day for me. This will be something I look back on very fondly. If you've made it this far and you're new, please hit that subscribe button right now because this is just the beginning of some awesome content that is coming to you from my channel. Leave a comment comment about what you liked most with this FL5 Type R, and we will see you next week. My name's Pat. This is 2PJZ. Stay driven.